So the biggest misconception when it comes to meditation is that we need to stop our thoughts. This is not the case. In fact, nobody can stop your thoughts. Mind's constantly operating. But knowing the external and internal distractions and knowing how to deal with them is incredibly important. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. Make sure you stick around. It's Lockie here from Lamaho. We help people overcome stress and anxiety with our straightforward approach to meditation. So first up, we're going to talk about how to deal with the external distractions. Ideally, you want to do it in a place with the least amount of distraction as possible. You know, if you're living in a house with other people, friends, family, then if you can do it in your own room or in a spare room, somewhere that's nice and quiet, that's away from distraction, maybe away from the main road as far as possible, and just setting yourself up. But you want to set yourself up for success and try to avoid any possible distractions. Also, you want to do it at a time when you're going to have the least amount of distractions as well. So I'd highly recommend even doing it in the morning just before people get up. You know, obviously when people get up, there's a lot of noise, a lot of distraction, a lot of shit happening around. So you want to avoid that. But if you can't avoid the noise, this is something that I did when I first started to meditate, is I used to use earbuds, just the little rubber or foam earplugs that you put into your ears, and it really significantly decreases the external noise. So this helped me a lot. When I was first starting out, I would hear a noise and I'd straight away get distracted. I'm like, I can't meditate, quiet. But having these helped a lot. So some people might, I remember I told a friend about it, he said, isn't that like kind of defeating the purpose of meditating? Not at all, not at all. If it works and if it helps you to be able to just focus on the breath, focus on, not letting your internal distractions, your thoughts go too crazy, if it's going to help you to meditate, then do it. So that's something that helped me a lot when I was first starting out, when I got distracted very easily. So simply just putting in the earbuds and just doing your thing, that really does help. The next tip that I've got for dealing with external distractions, use it for internal distractions as well, just to calm, relax, help yourself to focus. This is something that I always talk about, and that is just using your breath. So as soon as you get distracted by some sort of noise, anything that goes on, just acknowledging, okay, I've been distracted, and just taking a few deep breaths just to help calm yourself, bring your mind and your focus back to what you were doing, which is meditating. Basically, every time you get distracted, it really is a powerful tool of getting that focus and concentration back. Leave a comment below with what's helped you to minimize those distractions with your meditation practice. So that's just a couple of tips to deal with the external distractions. There's many ways to do it. As you keep meditating, you adapt, you figure out what works, what doesn't. So just keep at it and try different things. Try to reduce the amount of external distractions so you can then focus on your internal distractions. You don't want to focus on that. But let's now have a quick look at internal distractions. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, you can't stop your thoughts. That's not the intention or the idea of meditation. So just know that and accept it. Your thoughts are going to go crazy. That's why they call it the monkey mind. All the time you're getting distracted, thoughts are coming in. But basically what you need to do here is you just accept it. Accept that your mind wanders off every 2 seconds and not get discouraged by it, and then not to think that you can't do it. Of course, everybody can meditate. If you can breathe, then you can meditate. So don't get discouraged by your mind going crazy. Accept it and just keep at it. And basically, how we deal with this is you become aware of your thoughts. As soon as a thought comes in that's about something that's just not anything to do with your meditation, about what the person sitting next to you yesterday was eating for lunch, that's totally pointless and an absolute distraction. and you probably wouldn't think about that anyway. But as soon as something like that comes in, just acknowledge it. Oh, I've been distracted. It's a useless thought. I'm trying to meditate here. Just letting it go as easily as it came in. Focusing then on the breath or whatever practice you're doing, but ideally using your breath to then bring your focus back. So just accepting that the thought's going to come in and letting it go as easily as it came in. So it's really important with everything that we're talking about with the external and the internal distraction not to get discouraged. Whether you're meditating in a very noisy place and it's difficult to get away from that noise, do what you can, use the earplugs, do whatever you can to stick with it, to be consistent. Whether you're battling with the internal distraction of your mind going crazy, we all go through these things, but don't be hard on yourself. Stay consistent and just enjoy the process. Figure out what works and what doesn't, and just keep going with what is working for you, just so you can enjoy your meditation and get as much out of it as possible. If you want to learn about an incredibly powerful tool that I use to help me to stay focused and to reduce the amount of distractions, then check out the link below, and it's going to take you to a free ebook that goes in depth into this tool that I've used for a few years now and gotten some amazing results with my meditation. So definitely check out that link if that sounds interesting to you. It's Lockie here from Lamaho. It's always an absolute pleasure. I look forward to connecting with you soon. And if you've got any value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I appreciate you. I'll talk soon.